these is your kids too. I mean, you was acting like these was your kids when we was together.
Why you ain't give me no presents?
See? And now you got my daughter feeling some type of way.
We can't be delusional here. You can't.
What do you mean delusional?
You can't be in the
But
past.
you was taking care of her when we was together.
That was in the past when we was together.
What you
now,
mean in the past? But you showing up now
on.
with gifts? You showing up now with only gifts for what?
What else am I supposed to do?
No, we not doing that. We not doing that. Come on, baby. Come on.
I provide for
We not doing that.
Not everybody else's. This ain't communion.
I said, there were his sisters walking up. I don't know, his sisters coming up. There were his two sisters.
What y'all got going on?
Hold on, no.
Hold on,
Y'all don't
Hold
know
on,
what?
bro, hold on, bro, hold on, bro, hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Bro, don't do that, bro. Don't.
Gifts for one child. But when we was all together as a family, you was buying everybody something, right? You're not getting ready to buy my kids up. Why would you do that?
I'm responsible for one child. The child is mine.
I don't care. You're not getting ready to buy my kids up.
I didn't know you play stepdaddy after the relationship.
We don't need you to get nothing if you're not going to get it for all of us.
You see that banner up there about how many fucks I did? None.
Well, that's good. Come on, let's go. Say bye to your father. Say bye to your father.
Hey, baby. Come get your gift.
We good. Come on.
Come get
Come on.
your gift.
We all got
Hate my baby mama, man. Damn.
They're crazy.
Yo, this reminds me of the other situation where the guy brought his daughter McDonald's and the other kids, and the baby mom flipped out because she's like, "What about my other kids?" Like, men don't owe you responsibility to your children, unless they were adopted, right? You guys together for some type of time, you've developed this real relationship. A kid is legally his. If the relationship ends, yeah, men are not going to say, "I'm going to continue to take care of your child," right? I don't think it's a difficult thing for men to understand, because if we just play it out further, right? Every time you get in a relationship with another man and you have kids that you brought into it, and he helps in some sort of way, takes care of another person's child, how many men will you have in those relationships over time? 3, 4, 5? Do they all have to take care of that one child? What about the actual child's father? A lot of men are just not understanding, and are going to always have that question, say, "I don't understand." Especially now, we do have a child. We are connected forever now. That'll never change. But when it's my child's birthday, I want to do for my child. When you make it about doing for us, if you don't do for us, you can't do for your child. We understand where this pain and this hurt and this trauma is coming from. So many other women want to force their baby fathers to do something, anything, right? To be a participant, something. But when you have, we're just saying, we don't know in history. And if anyone does know, let me know. But you don't know historically what's happening. He's here trying to give his child a gift. If you make it be about your other kid, which invariably it's just about the fact that you guys aren't together now. You can't make it about, it should always just start being about the kids. So saying that in itself, you don't need to have this conversation in front of the kids like this. If you have some sort of issue with what's happening, then you have to now find a better way, adult way of handling this. Otherwise, you just let the kids fight, right? Just let the kids fight. Here's an adult way of handling this. If you brought up your daughter, the first one, the oldest one, right? The one pouting, but it seems old enough to kind of know, like, yo, this isn't my day. It's my sister's birthday. This is about her. And the kid is small. Like, this is about her. If that's the case, you have that conversation with the baby father and say, "Listen, can I send you some money so you can get the older one a gift so she doesn't feel excluded?" Simple solution. That's a very elegant, simple solution that I think like-minded parents that are vested in caring for their children would sort of arrive to. But back to that trauma, back to that hurt, back to that pain. When that is in the driver's seat, that's all that matters. I want this person to hurt. I want this person to feel sort of bad because, for any number of reasons, because I'm hurt that we're no longer together. I'm hurt the way the relationship ended. Say he cheated, he went off with someone else. right now I have to find a way to hurt him. And because we aren't together, the easiest, most efficient way that I have is pulling on the connection, pulling on the string that we do have together. Our kid, our child. That kid becomes the one that has to suffer because you guys don't have an amicable relationship. And at the very least, the relationship should be absolutely amicable because we have this connection forever. Or we see some cases where men just say, I'm done. I'm done. Right. I've seen fewer cases where women say, yeah, I gave the kid up because I wasn't a good mom. Those are few and far between. But more, I see more of it. And this is, again, I'm trying to be, equitable here. We have very different internets, right? If you're a woman watching this, we have very different internets. The stuff that you're inundated with versus the stuff I'm inundated with ends up surprising me. Like I've communicated with a lot of my friends and they say, I never see content like that. Where do you find that? And when they send me some things, I'm saying the same thing. Where do you find that? So we're being sort of, kept in this sort of algorithmic bubble where it's feeding us exactly what it thinks us or our peers are likely to consume. And it's content that ends up being divisive towards the both of us. That's one of the points of this channel. So we can have an actual, equitable exchange here. The point is, the this whole thing needs to be always about having one thing in mind. We've got a kid together. We got to make sure this is okay. If you have another thing to do is try to set your oldest daughter aside and say, he and I were no longer together. So I know he used to do things for you, but that has to come to a stop. You have to have that conversation rather than trying to leverage that child's emotions against him. Because once that relationship stops, he doesn't have any incentive to keep up that relationship, especially if it was never genuine. I bought her gifts because I was trying to make you happy. I no longer care about making you happy. Therefore, that is eventually going to stop. I may still care or feel for the child, but I understand that child is not my responsibility. This is why blending families or men coming into situations with single moms, this is one of the things that men say you need to be very cognizant aware of. The fact that you used to do these things means that you should continue to do these things. That doesn't make sense to us. The relationship stopped. He's no longer obligated to take care of her. Go even further. You used to take care of me. You used to buy me gifts when we were together. So we have this daughter. It's her birthday. What do you mean? You didn't buy me a gift? Now, does that sound even more sort of hyperbolically stupid? I think it's a fair thing to say. Again, there's a multitude of ways of handling this. Most importantly is not to do this in front of the kids. I think whether or not wherever you fall on either side of this argument, I think we both can understand not in front of the kids.